Welcome to Catholic Life, as we spotlight ordinary people with extraordinary faith. I am Dina Dow, your host. Thank you for joining us this half hour as we celebrate the Feast on the Levee that happens every year at St. John the Baptist Church in Rouge, Louisiana. So we welcome back Mark and Roxanne Loreno, who are the official spokespersons, apparently, voluntold, by their parish to come and share the great news about the Feast on the Levee this year. So thank you for being with us again.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
I know you're going to become regulars. You know, we have to get you in between seasons.
Oh, there you go.
Post-feast follow-up. So
that would be great.
So the feast has been taking place for a number of years. So just for our viewers' sake, let's go back and talk about the history of the feast. Of course, you've been parishioners at St. John's for a little while. You're transplants there,
Yes.
right? And then, so you moved to Bruley, joined the parish, and immediately joined the feast committee, right?
It took us a little while, but we kind of stepped back a little bit. But we joined about 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. When we started kicking it off again after COVID.
Yeah, because it took a pause. So when did the first feast happen on the Levee?
You want to go ahead with that? Go ahead.
I don't remember anymore.
About 20
I don't remember. It's been
years
a
ago?
number of
20
years that it started. It
Yeah.
was a whole weekend, and then they condensed it down to one day.
Yeah.
Right.
So what's the
been a number of
purpose
years.
then? What's the goal in mind for the Feast on the Levee?
The Feast on the Levee, the goal is really just to bring the community together. Not just the church community, but the whole community. To come together, have a fun day of food, music, bingo, and whatever proceeds we raise, we put it toward anything that's related to the church, whether it's ministries or the building itself, because the church is very old, and we help out with that stuff.
Yeah. So this year it's on October 19th, which is coming up very quickly.
Yes.
And the day is full from start to finish.
Yes.
Right.
And it starts with the fun run and the bike, right? Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Well, this year they have moved it. The fun run and the bike ride has always been on the day before. And this year we decided to have it the same day. So the bike ride starts at 2. It's a 20-mile bike ride.
Wow.
And then the 5K and fun run start at 3:30.
In the afternoon.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can register that day.
Oh, so
Yes.
you don't have to pre-register.
Right.
You can just show up and register
Right.
too. Yeah.
Our goal is to have the end of the 5K and the fun run is to end up on the band stage this year.
Oh, gotcha. So
Yeah.
all the racers and the bikers, does that happen simultaneously? Well, they go hand in hand. So the bike is first,
Right.
Yeah.
followed by the
Yeah.
5K.
Right.
Is there a fun run too?
Yes.
Yes.
there's a
Okay,
5K
good.
and
Because
fun
I'm
run.
thinking for people like us that are like 5K is not, I can do a fun run.
That would be
easily.
me. I don't even know if I could run. Maybe walk. So.
Yeah, that's exciting too to end up on the bandstand, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
because it just gives a little bit more participation. More people are present
Right.
to cheer them on
Yes.
during the last leg.
Yes.
Is the bike ride on the Levee or on the river road? Do you know the route for that?
I think it's on the River Road. I'm pretty
Mm-hmm.
sure it may circle into one of the subdivisions, but I'm pretty sure it's basically
Yeah, how
around there.
beautiful is that
Yeah.
too, especially this season of the year where we were
Yes.
just talking about earlier before the show, you know,
Right.
our recording, thinking about the sugar cane and how high it is
Yeah.
right now because it's grinding season.
Yes.
Yes.
Which just really brings kind of the beauty. I was flying back from a work trip, and the airplane route took us across the river and then back over the river to land in the local airport. And you could just see fields and fields of sugar canes.
Yes.
It was about a month ago. And I was like, how beautiful that is to be
Yes.
able to celebrate all of that. Plus the prospect, you know, of the season, you know, and then celebrating too the feast,
Yes.
which of course South Louisiana is known for a great feast.
That's
Yeah.
right.
One thing you were talking about were the cinnamon rolls.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that because that's like prominent for the breakfast that starts at 8 o'clock. You get cinnamon rolls, coffee, juice, and milk.
Right.
So let's
and
talk about
cinnamon
those.
rolls are famous.
Are they?
And so we have a group called the Holy Rollers, and they start at about 3:30 in the morning.
Wow.
And they start serving at 8. And if you want a cinnamon roll, you better get there because they sell out really
Really?
quick. And they do jalapeno bread, and they also make the dinner rolls for the side dish for later. They'll make the cinnamon rolls and send them over to the food booths to go with the food that we serve.
So they show up at 3:30
Yes.
a.m. in the morning to make these fresh homemade cinnamon rolls.
Yes, they've been
Yeah.
doing this for 20 years.
Is there a line to start at 8 o'clock in the morning? People waiting to get their cinnamon rolls.
Yes, normally there is.
Do they keep the fast before mass?
I think they start coming after that first mass. So, yeah.
Yeah, because mass is still celebrated in
Yes.
the morning,
Yes,
right?
it
So
is.
what time
Yes.
are masses? So let's say if I want to plan my day and come visit, when can I, think about coming to mass and joining in the celebration?
I think it's 7:30 is still the same, and then I think
Yes.
we do 10:30.
10:30.
Is
Yes.
it 10:30 or?
I think 10.
I think, yeah,
10 o'clock.
Well, they can look at the website.
Right, it's 10
too.
o'clock. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
The website's sjb-brewery.com,
Yes.
where it shows all the information on the mass
Yes.
times too. So you said it benefits the ministries for the parish, which, the churches serve the communities which they are planted in that space, in that area.
Yeah.
So what type of ministries do you think the monies, could support?
Well, we have our food bank. We have our
yeah.
food bank. We used to have what we call the Zippers, which is a thrift store.
Yeah.
And that was very good for the community, and they serviced a lot of different areas. They did so much for the community, but we are in the process of renovating the buildings, and I think they're going to tear the old buildings down and create new buildings. So the Zippers are closed
On hiatus.
until this is
I
over.
remember
with.
you were saying they needed more space,
Yeah.
Yes, and so
and
they're gonna
updated
get more.
space too.
Yeah.
Wow, well, the monies will allow for that too, because that's going to
Yes.
eventually open back up again.
Yes, it
That
is.
was a very vital part.
Oh,
of the
very much.
ministry.
It is.
The
Yeah.
food bank is also important too,
Yes.
because there are many times where we know people go without.
Yes.
So to be able to provide those means,
Yes.
necessary. Plus, they're keeping the church, up to date. Yeah, it
Exactly.
is an older church.
Yes. Yes.
One of the original ones here in the diocese, and it's located beautifully, like nestled on River Road, on the Levee, which is
Yeah.
amazing in that part of the country, and especially the diocese.
Right, and we wanted to mention too, they have I'll let Mark talk about the
St. Francis.
St. Francis Hall.
So they have the current church office is called the St. Francis Hall. St. Francis Hall originated at Sardine Point. A lot of people don't know about Sardine
Yeah,
Point.
no.
But what it was a community that was a little bit south of St. John the Baptist Parish.
Okay.
Okay, and they had a church there, and they moved the levee due to flooding issues.
That's right.
And they put the levee around it, so they took that building, they took the church building, and they moved it with mules and rollers to the St. John the Baptist
Really?
parish.
How
Yes.
far south was that? Do you know?
I don't recall. I don't recall. But they made it the office for many years.
Gotcha.
Well, that building is going to be repurposed, so they want to move it, and they're going to repurpose it for like youth. Maybe make a chapel out of it.
Yes, beautiful.
Okay, and so that's one of the things they're going to do also. Whenever Roxanne was talking about them rebuilding the classrooms and stuff, they're also going to make a new office. And this building is going to be moved. So they're in the process of a fundraiser for that also, to move that building and repurpose it, refurbish it, and all that stuff.
Yeah, St. John really is a very vibrant parish. There
We
is a
think it is.
very
I think so.
vital and
Yeah.
vibrant
so.
parish school of religion.
Yes.
And youth ministry and all of those things that are pouring out, not only impacting just the church members themselves, but also to the faith community. I know
Yes.
it's kind of an anchor in that community area too.
Well, they made us feel very welcome as new parishioners some 16 years ago.
Yeah.
The minute we walked in the door, we just
Yeah.
felt like we were at home.
Yeah, isn't that
So, yes.
beautiful? Yeah, and people are going to feel at home too when they come to this to the fest itself. How many volunteers do you think help plan and then implement the fest on the levee or the feast on the
I
levee?
think we have about 10 to 15 committee members, and we each have our certain jobs. And then we have what we call Sign Up Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
And so that allows other parishioners to get involved. And I want to say maybe 30 to 50 sign up. I'm not really sure of the number. We just had that the past 2 weekends.
Oh,
So I'm not
good.
real sure of the number, but it gives them an opportunity to step in for a couple of hours, you know, the day of the feast. And we kind of, we have a person that coordinates where they're going to go and what they're going to do. And also June coordinates, June Abear, our director,
director.
she will coordinate the youth.
Oh, that was my next question,
yes.
is to our young people involved
Yes,
in it too?
she coordinates the youth to work in the Coke booth and to help out with stuff. So.
Yeah, 'cause that's exciting too, because I mean, again, you're bringing the community together, you're bringing the parishioners together, and our young people are working side by side with their parish family and seeing the beauty of the relationships of families within the context of their own family, but to the family of the church.
Right.
Because we celebrate together.
Yes.
That's right.
You know, and things are, of course, focused on the importance of Sunday Mass and liturgy, but then, you know, pouring out, we're sent forth, right, to go and proclaim the word. And a lot of times, a lot of the really that just good evangelizing takes place when you're serving Coca-Colas or food or cinnamon rolls,
That's
you
right.
know, and things like that.
And it could be a catalyst for people who maybe have never served in ministry before.
That's right.
To kind of, you know, step in and go, oh, I like this. Where else could I serve in the parish?
Yeah,
So-
because they see you every year. And if the same people run the similar booths every year, I know at our parish festival, my husband and I run the beer and daiquiri booth in the bar.
Yeah.
And we do. We have people that come back we haven't seen in a year, and they're like, oh, y'all are still here. We're like, we are.
Yep, we're here.
But even just the process of recruiting volunteers and inviting new people to come and serve, you know, during that course of that weekend, we grow relationships, which continue to grow in between the year, you know, long. So people have something to look forward to.
Yes.
Do people come back? Like maybe they've moved away, or young people have gone away to college and come back. Do you see people coming back to the feast on the levee, you know, kind of like a reunion?
Yeah, I had a parishioner stop the other day. I say parishioner, but I think he was visiting. He was a parishioner, and he was back that day, and he was asking me about the food, and he said, I hadn't been here in so long. You know, I can't wait. So I'm pretty sure we do have a lot of people that come back on that day.
Yeah.
And it's just a good opportunity. Also, you know, for people who might have been away from the church for a while, you know, if we can get them to come back, you know, in that capacity, then maybe they'll come back and attend Mass. And,
That's right.
so-
Yeah, encounter Jesus in different ways too, especially in the Sunday Mass. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about what happens throughout the day. I want to hear all about the food and the different activities that are still taking place, because we haven't even talked about the auction yet too.
Yes, yes.
Stay with us. We're right back in just a minute.
Man, you got one life to live. You better enjoy it. Just believing in something, manifesting and believing in it. You know, just having faith that it's gonna happen. I say like just MS in general. I have MS, and I really didn't think that I would be accepted, and I felt like I was gonna be alone. But you know, I had hope that that my friends, my friends are my hope. They continue to like bring life into me, and it showed me that my situation isn't as big as what I thought it was gonna be, and that really gave me a lot of hope that I can continue to live life and have fun. You know, I'm not gonna just be a burden on people. So that's the cool part about it. Gratitude, bro. Gratitude, because I have gratitude, I have hope that, things gonna get better. When I went to therapy, and I really didn't think that I was gonna have a great day that day, but just me being around other people and just seeing the energy I brought to other people, it really gave me a lot of hope that I could continue going. Don't give up, just continue going. It increased my gratitude to another level, bro. I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis at 29 years old in 2019. Just my perception of life had really changed. Like I had hope and gratitude for the smaller things in life. Just waking up every morning, knowing that I have a chance to, have a day, just to have a successful day, just be able to just journey this day, bro.
Sharing. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Welcome back to Catholic Life as we spotlight ordinary people with extraordinary faith. I'm Dina Dow, continuing our conversation with Mark and Roxanne Loreno from St. John the Baptist here in Bruley in the Diocese of Baton Rouge, talking about their feast on the Levee coming up October 19th.
Yes.
My brain is stuck in August. October 19th, 2025. So we were talking about the day of, and the event starts at 11 o'clock.
Yes.
So tell us what happens then. Father blesses the food.
Yes, everything's ready to go. We sell tickets that day for the food.
Okay.
And Father will come after Mass at 11 and get on stage and say the blessing, and then the line will open up for the food. Now, you can be in line for the tickets before you get in line for the food.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And that line tends to get a little bit long, but we are taking credit cards and debit cards this year, which we haven't done in the past. So
very
that's
good.
a new thing for us, and we're excited about that.
Yeah.
So buy your tickets and then get in the food line.
Yeah. So how many different food booths are there in general? Like
I'm going to say
lot?
about 25 to 30.
What?
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
We have everything. We have a barbecue cook-off.
Oh,
Okay, and we have a lot of Cajun dishes with seafood.
Uh-huh.
We got fried turkeys. You can buy a whole fried turkey if you want it.
What?
Yes. And or you can get sliced turkey. There will be shrimp dishes. There's actually a dip sauce piquant this year.
Yes. What?
Okay, so we have wild
Deer
game.
sauce piquant?
Yeah.
Deer
Okay.
sauce piquant.
Okay.
And all kinds of dishes. Fried fish. Your name is spaghetti.
Boudin balls.
Boudin
we have-
balls.
You have to
Yeah.
mix the cultures, for
Yes.
sure.
And that's what goes on.
So do all of these food vendors, do they start cooking same time as the Holy Rollers do with the cinnamon rolls? They start cooking later in the morning?
Just a little bit later in the morning,
A little bit later.
And how much do they know to cook for? How many people attend, do you think?
God.
I couldn't even begin to tell you.
Really?
I couldn't even begin. They kind of know because the people that are cooking have been cooking for years.
Okay.
So they
Yeah.
know, and
We've increased it 10% this year.
Right.
Have
Because
you?
we're running out
Did you
of
run
food.
out? Yeah, that's
right.
what I
So
was
we're
thinking.
doing that. And we have a lady that runs the casseroles,
The
Miss
side
Jackie Moran.
dishes.
Oh, that's right.
So she gets a lot of casserole dishes
So
in
people
also.
submit their casseroles, right?
Yeah.
the parishioners bring in that she has a list, and she calls these people every year, and everybody brings a casserole in.
And you have jambalaya, I'm guessing,
Yes,
too.
yes, we have that.
Gumbo.
Yes, gumbo.
Yeah.
The
Oh, my
KCs do the gumbo and the fried turkeys.
Uh-huh.
So that's their part of the feast.
Yeah.
And then our Catholic daughters support the sweet shop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so this
Uh-huh.
year they'll have some information at their booth.
Mm-hmm.
How do you join the Catholic Daughters and what they do in the community
Yeah.
and in the parish, and also the KCs should have some information if you want to join.
Yeah.
So
It's a great moment for people to get to know those type of ministries too,
Yes.
that just do incredible work, not only locally, but nationally
Yes.
and internationally too.
right,
We have one other ministry that's there also to pray with people, give literature out and rosaries and stuff, and that's St. Paul's Street Evangelists.
Evangelization,
They're
that's
there
right.
every year, and they do a really good
Yes.
job also.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
very active over there too.
right. That's been a plus because they do offer prayer on the spot for people, and I think that a lot of people took advantage of that last year and really appreciated us having that element also there.
That's such a great experience, thinking about just whole encompassing of evangelization. I always say hospitality is number one with the invitation for all to come. And of course, we celebrate around the table, especially Eucharistic.
Yes.
But then that opportunity for people to have a spiritual experience in encountering Jesus at a feast.
Yes.
You know, and it may sound funny, but different, but it happens. You know, those one-on-one conversations, the opportunities for someone to pray with you.
Right.
You know, when you're not even expecting that, you're like, oh, I want to hear more about that.
Yeah.
Right.
So I really appreciate that part of
Right.
St. Paul Street evangelization, coming in and serving those needs as well.
And then, you know, everything we do, you know, we don't do it for our recognition. It's
That's
for the
right.
glory of God.
Yeah.
So, and as long as we keep that in the forefront, we can show that in the way we behave to maybe
Yeah.
newcomers into
Yeah.
the parish or people who are just coming in, and spread
Yes.
our faith and share with them
Yeah.
what we know of God.
Yeah, and there's such a joy in community. I mean, we're made for community with
Yes.
each other and
Yes.
family. And these type of gatherings give people hope and that sense of belonging
Yes.
and a place to call home,
Yes.
you know, as well as their own home too.
Yes.
Okay, so South Louisiana cuisine favorites. Tell me about the barbecue cook-off, because I am really interested in that.
Yeah, we have a guy by the name of Anatol Vincent that's very, very involved in everything in Burley.
Uh-huh.
I think I don't know if you want to call him the president of West Baton Rouge,
The
but he's the
court
man.
mayor.
Yeah, the mayor of the
Yes,
whole
yes.
parish, but he's real involved, and he calls his
Organized,
friends up, and they have a really good cook-off, and they'll judge them, and then matter of fact, we got a platform now where we hang the names of
for
the
bragging
group,
rights.
and we keep it in the church
And these are
activity
probably
center.
groups, right, that come
Yeah.
together?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
People
And they're having a
love to
good
battle.
time. His house is right behind the church.
Oh, perfect.
Activity center, that's where everybody cooks.
Yeah.
Okay, then they bring their food forward.
How fun.
Pretty
Now,
cool.
can people eat that food too? Is
Yes,
there
we
enough
serve the
left
food
over?
afterward. Yes,
It's
we
for-
serve
it's for
the food
feast.
afterward.
Nice.
Yes.
They donate it all.
Yeah.
Isn't
They
that
give it.
beautiful?
Yeah.
They give it.
Yeah.
Yes.
What kind of barbecue? Anything? Like
Yes, they have
pork?
They have chicken. They have brisket. They
Ribs.
Have,
Yeah.
They have. I don't think they're doing the sides this year.
Mm-hmm.
The sides didn't do well because the casseroles were doing
That's
so
what I was
well.
going to say. You got
Right,
the
yeah.
casseroles coming in. Who needs sides?
But
yeah.
they have a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Wow. And I love the sweets too. You know,
Yeah.
that do they come individually or can people buy cakes and
You
all
can
that
buy
too?
cakes, you can buy pies. As they come in,
Oh,
they
pies.
determine the price based on the ingredients in
Yes.
the sweet. You know, if they sell a whole cake.
Yeah.
So they have a variety of things, and this is all home cooked.
What about what's opportunities for the children that are there? What do the kids get to do while everybody is feasting around
The
them?
children. What we did this year, we have a inside place where Miss Andrea Smicker gets the kids with a bunch of volunteers, and she does games and
Oh,
stuff
great.
with crafts and
Yes.
stuff. Then on the outside, we have the bouncy houses for the little small ones, and
Yeah.
an area close for the young moms. And then in the right around the corner of the activity center, we have a bunch of stuff. This year, we got more stuff for the older kids to participate in.
Yeah.
Like games, the blow up games like axe throwing and
yeah.
not real axes,
Yeah.
but
I was like,
and I think maybe a basketball shoot, just a whole. I
Yeah.
think there's 4 or 5 different things that they
Right.
can do. So
Right.
we added more this year for the older kids to
yeah,
try to
because they
have
need
some stuff.
more. After they finish volunteering, they can go hang out
Yeah,
with their
yes,
friends.
yeah,
And
yeah.
go around and eat too. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's just such a beautiful thing too. Now we have an auction going on too,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we
is there a silent and a live auction, or just a silent?
Just a silent auction, and then what we call a parade of prizes.
Oh, okay.
So that is kind of, you buy a ticket for $1. I can't exactly remember how much the tickets are, and you kind of drop it in a box
okay.
And
on
they draw.
on the side, and then they draw.
Like a raffle
Yeah,
almost.
yeah,
Yeah. So
but
you
we
get
do
a
have bigger
prize.
items for the
For auction?
silent auction.
Yeah,
Yes.
I guess that gets a little heated too sometimes because people are guarding their items. I know in silent auctions, if somebody's like signing in, I'm like, wait, you so you
Yeah,
have
they
to
walk
sit there and
around.
babysit? Yeah.
Yeah, we have a beautiful cypress swing that's donated by.
Really? On an A-frame? One of those?
Yes, and it's a big item. There's a bunch of stuff.
We're
but-
looking for one of those, just
Yeah,
saying.
that was a big thing, and that's in memory of the builder. That's in memory of his grandchild that he lost.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lil
how
Hudson.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And then we have last year we had a wine tasting
Oh, nice.
from a local parishioner who is
He's on the committee.
he's on the committee, and it's a wine tasting, and that was a big
I
like a
bet.
big back and forth.
Yes.
They ended up doing 2.
Mm-hmm.
too. So they took the first and the second bid.
And they can, and they split it. Sometimes
We're
that
flexible.
happens.
Yeah.
We're flexible.
You could do
We got to
two
be
wine
flexible.
tastings.
Yeah.
Yeah, bingo that day too. What time does that happen? Throughout
That starts
the
at
day?
12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
It lasts 2 to 3 hours.
Oh, that's
Yes.
so much fun.
That's always
yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
By that time, people are getting a little bit tired and they want to sit down in the cool.
Yeah, 12
area, so
o'clock,
they
you've
go
been
there.
there in line for your cinnamon rolls, you go to Mass, and then you get food. You
Yeah.
got to sit down at 12 o'clock to play your bingo,
Yes,
with your
you
wine
do.
tasting. Yeah, thinking about that in the future. That's
And the-
so great.
The food does run out, but we have a hamburger, hot dog, and French fry stand. They roll
Okay.
the whole till it closes.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, because those are just easy to just open
Yeah.
and keep going with those.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's amazing. And then you're thinking about the food booths, the people who are cooking the food, the people that are serving the food. They work in these 1 or 2 hour shifts, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So it goes from 11 o'clock until when? What time do the doors close and they kick everybody out and say, go home?
11 to 6.
6 p.m.
Right.
That's an ample day
Yeah.
for people to come.
It's full. It's full. Between at about 11:30, the bands will start playing.
Yeah.
So we have Justin Cornett playing this year, and they have
Yeah.
a variety band that will pop.
Pop
Swamp
Swamp.
Pop.
Yes.
Pop, there it is. A real good band. And then they'll play for 3 hours. And then the next band is kind of a different, they just renamed it, called the Tuxedo Speedo.
Okay.
Okay, and I was like, okay. So it's the same band we had last year. It is both Fiskers and Craig Rouge, but they're going to, this special feature is going to be Gail and Morton. I don't know if you know this or not, but Gail and Morton played on the stage at, what is it?
Jazz
The Grand Ole
The Grand
Opry.
Ole Opry this
With,
year.
with
With
John
Foster.
Foster.
Yes, he did. Yes,
Which
that's
is
his
last
uncle.
year's
Yeah.
entertainment with
Yes.
John Foster, who is from
Yes.
St.
So
John's and
we
Bruce.
have
he
that,
is.
and they have variety, and they play from country and pop to rhythm and rock.
That's what they told us.
Really? Wow. So
If you like
could-
to dance, come
you'll
out.
literally be there all day long. I
And
know.
they'll shut it down at 6 o'clock. The reason why we're not going to 7 anymore, at 7 it was so dark taking everything down
right.
that we want to stop
That's
it at
right.
6, and
Yeah.
maybe we got a little bit of daylight to get
Give
everything
people
off.
time. Does everybody stay home and rest the next day? I mean,
No.
They go to work.
You got to
Most
go
of
back
them.
and clean up. So
Yeah. We go home back and clean up. We start taking everything down.
So it says rain or shine, fun-filled day.
Yeah.
Yes.
More information, contact St. John the Baptist Church at 225-749-2189.
Yes,
Or
that's
go
correct.
to sjb-bruley.com for more information. This has been so extensive,
Yeah.
and we're praying for a beautiful day.
Yes, thank you.
It does say masses at 7:30 a.m. and 10 a.m.
Look
So
right on top
after
of the
that
yes,
mass.
we did get that
So
right.
look,
didn't we?
if you are free on October 19th, I encourage you to go out and support this amazing event. It is a fundraiser, but it's also a community event filled with lots of food, music, fellowship, prayer, and just an opportunity to get out in this beautiful fall season. Thank you again
Thanks,
for coming.
Dina,
for
Roxanne
having
and
us. We
Mark.
appreciate
Just
it.
Dearly love you. So good to see you every year and in between too.
Yes.
At different retreats that we get to see each
Yes.
other. Thank you for being with us on Catholic Life. Until next time, may God bless you and grant you his peace.